Hey, what's happening, gamers? I'm playing the first Injustice Gods Among Us video game because today is the 10th anniversary of Arrow, and I hope whoever saw my video of my review of the final season of Arrow today, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you saw all my reviews of every season of Arrow, then I truly hope that you enjoyed. So I'm playing Injustice 1 because for this special occasion today of Arrow's 10th anniversary, I'm using the alternate skin of Green Arrow to play as the Arrow. And the Arrow is modeled after and voiced by the one and only Stephen Amell. And also, I'm going to tell the story of a brief story of Arrow, and there will be spoilers. You've been warned. Oh, so we're in Arkham Asylum.
No, that's what I call an entrance.
Oh, I remember that outfit. The outfit in Season 1. Okay, so this is the history of Oliver Queen in the Arrowverse. So Oliver Queen was born into the wealthy Queen family. His father owned Queen Consolidated and was married to a woman called Moira Queen. However, the marriage was not, in a way, a very happy one, because if you saw the show, then you know that Moira Queen had an affair which resulted in the birth of Thea Queen, while Robert had an affair which resulted in the birth of Emiko Adachi. Jesus Christ. Talk about one toxic marriage, if you ask me.
About to get real up in here. You're about to become a pincushion.
I always lose a clash. Okay, so Scarecrow. Okay, so Oliver Queen was a millionaire playboy, always dating various women, but there was one woman that he got pregnant, called Samantha Clayton. Now, according to a flashback in season 4 of Arrow, we see a flashback where Moira Queen gives Samantha Clayton like $2 million. Was it 3 or 4? God, I can't remember her now. She gave her Samantha Clayton like $1 or $2 million to disappear because she was pregnant with Oliver's child.
I think you underestimate me.
Begin.
She was pregnant with Oliver Queen's child, which resulted in the birth of Clayton, William Clayton. And the son of Oliver Queen.
Stings, doesn't it?
Okay, so, and then in 2007, Oliver Queen and his father went to the Queen's Gambit. At that time, I forgot to mention that when Samantha Clayton disappeared, and would give birth to William, Oliver Queen started dating Laurel Lance, who was aspiring to become a lawyer and fight for justice. His true justice, of course. However, Laurel Lance had a sister called Sarah, who was a normal girl before she would join the League of Assassins. And then Oliver Queen went onto the Queen's Gambit with his father for a trip overseas, and Sarah was with them. But then there was a storm which caused the Queen's Gambit to sink, and Sarah Lance was thought dead, and that's when Oliver, her father, told him that that a lot of people that are wealthy, the elites of Star City, in which the Queen family is a part of have poisoned the city. So he wants Oliver to right his wrongs before committing suicide. And telling his son to right his wrongs. And so Oliver Queen ended up stranded on Lian, which had many, many dangers. And over the years, so while he was in Lian, he was mentored by a green archer called Yao Fei, who taught him martial arts and how to shoot a bow and arrow and also survive. He fell in love with Yao Fei's daughter, Shadow, and was also mentored by Slade Wilson, and discovered that Sarah was alive, and so many things happened on Lian. And over the years, Oliver Queen would work with Amanda Waller, join the Bratva, and so many other things. But then, in the 5th year, he will return home to Star City with only one goal: to save his city and fulfill his father's dying wish. To save his city. He hunted every person in the list of names until he discovered that the Glades will be destroyed in an event called the Undertaking, in which his mother, Moira, was a part of, alongside Malcolm Merlyn, who is Thea Queen's biological father.
Begin.
Get down.
So he fought along. So during his crusade, his old bodyguard John Diggle would end up joining his cause, as well as a computer whiz and talented hacker called Felicity Smoke. And he will also mentor a young boy called Roy Harper, who resorted to petty theft to help his mother. And he would fall, and then Roy Harper would fall in love with his sister, with Oliver's sister, Thea Queen. Of course, every time Oliver went after the elites, we all remember that iconic line: "You have failed this city."
This is my turn. You're about to become a pincushion.
Green Arrow wins.
Time for the grand finale.
Yeah, we all remember that iconic line of his: "You have failed this city." However, he would fight against the Dark Archer, who was none other than Malcolm Merlyn. In the first round he lost, but in the second round he won. But unfortunately he failed to stop the Undertaking, which would haunt him, and resulted in the death of his best friend, Tommy Merlyn, who was the son of Malcolm Merlyn. And he, after what happened, he ended up he returned to Lian, but then Diggle and Felicity would help him fight to save the city again, which got a lot worse after the Undertaking. With the help of Roy Harper and also Laurel Lance, and even Sarah Lance, who was thought to be dead, and she was the
Archery's a hobby.
And she became a vigilante called the Canary. Now, Sarah Lance was a Canary, and she was trained by the League of Assassins and had a romance with the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, Nissa al Ghul. I still remember when I was like a Okay, what's going on? When she kissed. Oh my god. Ah, good memories watching that show.
Let me show you how it's done. You're about to become a pincushion.
Here we go. Oh, look at this. You have failed this city, Damian Wayne.
Arrow wins.
Oh, that's a New 52 Nightwing. Okay. So yeah, in season 2, Arrow's enemies were Sebastian Blood and Deathstroke, who he blames for the death of Shadow because he was caught in a position where he had to choose between Sarah and Shadow,
Begin.
who Yao Fei's daughter. Her. And the death of Shadow would anger Deathstroke but at the same time haunt Oliver Queen for the years to come. So he would fight also in the second season against Sebastian Blood and Deathstroke, as well as the Lady Deathstroke. When many people in the city were corrupted with a new drug called Mirakuru, which enhanced strength but kept a lot of people controllable. And what else? So yeah, he succeeded in defeating Deathstroke and Sebastian Blood, who was a scheming runner for the mayor of Star City, who ran against Moira Queen, who was running for mayor, and then he was put in the same position of making a choice between his mother and Thea by Slade. And unfortunately, just before Oliver could make a choice, Moira sacrificed herself for her children as an act of redemption.
Arrow wins.
Then in season 3, he would fight against Ra's al Ghul. In season 4, he would fight against Damien Dark, which was not a very interesting villain, in my honest opinion. I didn't find him that interesting, but honestly, I liked Vandal Savage better. He could have been the villain of the season, but, you know. And, now, season 5, like I said, it was a major 180 for the show. Oh, I really enjoyed the story arc of Prometheus. Now, from season 3... Now, season 2 is what started the expansion of the Arrowverse when they introduced Barry Allen. And on that same year, in season 3 of Arrow, The Flash season 1 premiered. Oh, shit.
Only a fool would challenge me in my own game.
Okay, so, what else? Oh yes. So season 5 was a major 180. The story of Prometheus, that was one of Oliver's greatest challenges, because Prometheus, he was always like one step ahead of him. One step or two ahead of him. So season 3 and 1 of Arrow is what started this whole crossover thing. Something that will be going on over the years. So the first crossover of Arrow was Arrow versus the Flash and the Brave and the Bold. Season 4 of Arrow was Legends of Yesterday and Legends of Today, which would lead into the into the 2016 TV series Legends of Tomorrow. Then in 2016, another crossover came, Invasion, which was Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow. Loved it.
Time for the grand finale.
So in season 4, Oliver's team was expanding. It wasn't just Oliver, Diggle, Felicity, and Laurel anymore. It would start to expand by season 5 with new heroes such as Wild Dog, Mr. Terrific, Hick, and also a few others. And also Dinah Drake would become the new Black Canary after Laurel's death. And the one who would be replacing Laurel Lance in season 5 of Arrow would be Black Siren. Now, the Laurel Lance who is Black Siren is not the one we all knew since season 1. She was a Laurel Lance from Earth 2, who, unlike the Laurel we all know and love, she was a criminal. Well, but then she has her redemption arc in later seasons. Now, in season 6, in season 6 of Arrow, we had Oliver Queen faced off against new enemies such as Ricardo Diaz and another one, and a cyber terrorist hacker called Kaden James. He struggled being the mayor of Star City. He had a struggle between being the Green Arrow and also the mayor of Star City, while trying to be a father for his son, Clayton, who was going through a tough time after his mother died.
Begin.
Now, Felicity Smoke was being a really good stepmom to her stepson, William.
It's dangerous, doesn't it?
And in that season, Oliver and Felicity would marry. Yeah, we all love Felicity Smoke. That funny, quirky girl. Heck savvy. Who doesn't love Felicity? Yeah, she kind of she got kind of annoying in the last parts of season 3 and season 4, but then she became likable once again in season 5. well, characters have their ups and downs. You know what I'm saying. Now, as of season 6, Ricardo Diaz was ruthless. Jesus Christ.
Green Arrow wins.
Time for the grand finale.
So, about season 6, my favorite crossover in season 6 was this. Crisis on Infinite Earths. No, Crisis on Earth X. That was my favorite. Hit. Great story, loosely based on the comic book Freedom Fighters. Whew, Arrow versus the Flash in this one. This is gonna be one hell of a crossover. So Oliver Queen fought his Earth X counterpart, who was the Führer, because remember, Earth X is one of the many Earths in the DC universe. Earth 10 is where the Nazis won World War II and they ruled the world with an iron fist, killing anyone that they deem as undesirables, like I said many times. Because the Nazis hated anyone that wasn't Aryan and labeled them as impure and undesirables, such as Jews, Africans, Asians, Muslims, homosexuals, you know. They wanted all of these undesirables dead, except for Aryans, you know. Now, the Nazis, we all know, are very, very evil. Oh. And they got not one shred of humanity. I really enjoyed that one because it reminded me. I really enjoyed that crossover because it reminded me so much of the Savage Time, and I just beat the Flash here. And that Flash was for breaking Felicity's heart. And he's fighting against Superman. I remember in The Dark Knight Returns when he shot a kryptonite-tipped arrow at Superman. That was cool. And despite having one arm in The Dark Knight Returns, if you read it.
Begin.
Okay, so season 6 was where Oliver struggled against Ricardo Diaz. Ricardo Diaz bankrupted not only Oliver Queen but also the city as well as part of his plan. Kind of like Bane, who bankrupted Bruce Wayne in The Dark Knight Rises and the city as well.
Archery is a hobby.
Okay, so regarding the so then after the final battle against Ricardo Diaz, in which Oliver had to resort to ask for help from the FBI, Oliver Queen had to make a choice, which means to reveal his identity to the world as a Green Arrow. And he ended up in prison. His team ended up in disbanding, and and he, in season 7, he was struggling in prison and to survive, but he found an unlikely alliance in Bronze Tiger,
Begin.
or whenever there was a riot, in a way to stop Ricardo Diaz. But he had to go also through criminals like Brick and Derek Sampson. After he got out of prison, he returned as a vigilante, Green Arrow, but he had to work with the police on orders from Mayor Pollard, because Mayor Pollard had a disdain for vigilanteism and believed that criminals and the corrupt, you should just leave it to the cops and the justice system. But everyone knows that the police can be corrupt to the core, and so can the justice system be very corrupted as well. Now, a campy crossover in season 7 was Elseworlds. That was really campy. When Oliver and the Flash switch places. Oh my god. I thought it was pretty campy, to be honest with y'all. But it has its good points. However, the story of Oliver Queen trying to redeem his sister, Emiko Adachi,
Begin.
he struggled to redeem her, but it was sad due to her fate. However, the Elseworlds crossover in season 7 was a precursor to Crisis on Infinite Earths. And season 8 is where Oliver had to leave his family in order to avert the crisis that is to come. In which many Earths were destroyed by the antimatter. So Oliver Queen would join up with other Paragons, such as Kingdom Come Superman, Sarah Lance, The Flash, Batwoman, and Ryan Choi, who will become the new Adam. Now, they took certain liberties with Crisis on Infinite Earths, but in my honest opinion, I think they tried a little bit too hard to be like Endgame, like Avengers Endgame, because Oliver Queen dies. He's saving the rebooting the multiverse. Oh, that was messed up. Yes! Into the Phantom Zone with you, Superman. So then, after the multiverse was saved, was reborn once again. So the multiverse was saved.
After the fall of Superman, Green Arrow visited the Star City of this parallel Earth. His counterpart was one of the first heroes to fall in the battle against Superman, one of the first to object to the Man of Steel's new tactics and reasoning. A memorial erected in Star City's Orchid Bay served as a reminder of the need to fight oppression regardless of the odds. There, Green Arrow found that one citizen wasn't content to memorialize Oliver Queen in stone. With Green Arrow's training, a new archer, dressed in crimson, took up the fallen hero's mantle. Let Star City's criminals beware. The night belongs to Red Arrow.
Roy Harper in this one. The Red Arrow. Okay, so we're going to continue playing with Arrow until I'm done talking about this. So, what else? So, yeah. After Green Arrow died, there was a funeral held for him in the new multiverse.
Killer Frost.
Hers. He was remembered as a hero. There was a funeral for him.
That's what I
Because, yeah, like I said, Don't tell me this is something out of Avengers Endgame. But still, I gotta say that it was pretty cool, but not as great as Crisis on Earth X. However, his daughter Mia, Oliver Queen's daughter Mia, and his son William will continue Oliver's crusade to fight against the criminals and the corrupt and protect Star City, alongside with the adult Zoe as well as Connor Hawke. Too bad. Green Arrow and the Canaries could have been a good show. Wasted potential. Because of COVID-19. No, not wasted potential. Potential unfulfilled because of COVID-19. And that's pretty much it for what I can say about the Green Arrow. Now, we all know that with the success of Green Arrow would start the Arrowverse with The Flash premiering in 2014, Supergirl premiering in 2015, Legends of Tomorrow in 2016, Black Lightning in 2018, as well as Batwoman in 2019, which a lot of people seem to hate.
Every other Tuesday.
Stargirl, then in that same year, or 2020, and then Superman and Lois, which I heard it was really good. I feel so embarrassed that I didn't see it in the first year. Superman and Lois. Well, everyone, that is all I have to say about Oliver Queen. I really enjoyed doing this, and I have so many happy memories watching that TV show. I really wish I went to New York Comic Con. I only went 10 years ago. I really wish that when Arrow was popular, started to become very popular, I wish I had met Stephen Amell and also Grant Gustin, because I heard they were really, really cool people. Now, before I close, I want to thank all the stars of Arrow, like Stephen Amell, Katie Cassidy, Emily Bett Rickards, David Ramsey, Willa Holland. All of you guys, love you guys. And whatever all of you guys do, good luck to you, man. Good luck to you. And the entire cast of every Arrowverse show, I wish you all the best. Now, where is Stephen Amell now? Stephen Amell is doing the TV show Heels, which is a show about professional wrestling. I started watching it, and wow, I really like it. And the thing is that Stephen Amell, he's an avid fan of professional wrestling. I'd rather watch Heels than Monday Night Raw, and I can't wait for season 2. If there's no season 2, I'm gonna riot. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is John of Video Games and the World. Have a good one, and let's not fail the Arrowverse, okay? Bye.